Hello, viewers. Welcome to Tech Simplified TV, and we are back with another episode of the Semiconductor Podcast. It will be a very exciting session with Balajee Shesadri sir. He is our honorable guest today. Right
Thank
now,
you,
he
madam.
is working. Welcome, sir. Welcome for accepting our invitation. He has a career of more than 3 decades. He has completed his MTech from IIT Kharagpur in instrumentation. Right now, he is working as an consultant to Infineon Technology. He is a trained engineer by profession, and from core of his heart, he is an educator, a teacher. He is a deep thinker, author. He has a huge fan following in among students. He work with young minds, curate them, propel them for real life. And today we will ask him a mostly question based on embedded systems and students of in electronics engineering students. He teaches them. He has a YouTube channel, recently started, got a huge fan following there also. So sir, now it's over to you. Tell us about your journey, professional journey, in your own words, from where you started, the milestone you have achieved. And as much I understand, you have a very rigorous work schedule, professional life and educator life. You balance both. So, what keeps you moving? Your motivation. It's not very easy to balance both the things. It's really rare. You do it and managing really well. How you do it, sir? Please share your journey in your own words.
Thank you, madam. First of all, I congratulate my thanks to your Tech Simplified TV is a good concept of bringing this type of. See, we people are engineers who contribute to the country and everything. Like me, I'm an average. Like me, there are about thousands and thousands of engineers are available in the industry. They wanted to share their thoughts and everything to the students. We never get an opportunity. We are not celebrities, we are not actors, we are unsung heroes. We sit in the corner of a desk and work for the country, which we are not visible outside the country. The visibility has to be there. That's very, very important, and you are doing a wonderful job. I wish should continue this and identify all those engineers like me who are available in the market. To through you, they have to get the visibility among the people. We wish every student of India should get one engineer as a mentor. You understand? That then India will grow. Nobody could able to defeat the country. That's the beauty. Every engineer I spoke to, the engineer, they have time. They're ready to spend the time. I spoke to engineers. Can you spend 1 hour every week with an engineer student? They are ready. And I also told them, if you are from Uttar Pradesh, speak to the Uttar Pradesh person on Hindi. If you are from Andhra Pradesh, talk to them in Telugu. If you are from Karnataka, talk to them in Kannada. First, start speaking to them in regional language and make sure that they understand the subject. They get the confidence of the technology. They should not afraid. I do not want the student to get afraid of any technology. The technology is very, very easy. It was way back in 1970s. You think of it. Most of the engineers were born Gen Z. 70s. There was a station master who wrote a book in Tamil about radio mechanism. When I was in school on +1 and +2, we had an opportunity to get this book, and we start assembling small radios using vacuum tubes, then building on transistors. That's the way we caught up interest on the thing. When they go to school, there's somebody sitting on the street, engineer. Everybody respect him. Hey, he's an engineer. Think of it. When a young age, when somebody is respecting the engineer, hey, same thing. Today, if you respect a movie hero, the small kid thinks that, oh, I have to be a movie hero. In those days, in 1970s, the engineers were respected too high. Then I said, oh God, I have to be an engineer. So that came in, and during plus one and plus two, we took in Tamil Nadu we have something called vocational stream, not your maths, physics, chemistry. So then the vocational electrical, then went to Alagappa College Engineering in Tamil Nadu, then went to IIT. This is all a small normal journey like everybody go through. But there was a turning point happened. The thing was, I very average and scoring only about those days, but now CGPA those days percentage. I scored about 60%, 70%, not more than that during the first semester, second semester. There's one of my student colleague who is topper. He scored every semester. He scored about 3-4 centums. You always see him as a miracle. So I was trying to. I made him as a friend in fifth semester. Then he taught me a very nice lesson, which no professors, nobody else. That's why from there I started. Peer learning is the best. A student will learn only from a student, not from anybody else. The whole world is now accepting this peer learning. So that is a concept. Now we have to bring it in India everywhere. Colleges. That's why now I'm trying everywhere. In that, what he did was, he made me to think totally different. He said that if a professor asked 10 questions, he made me to answer only 5, 6, which is right. We normally used to answer 10, out of which 8 will be wrong, 2 will be right. But he answers only 5, 6. But all the 5. He said that if you don't know anything, don't try it. Try to understand it. I say this is a lesson I learned in 5th semester. So I start learning very, very little from that with him. I took him as a mentor. My same colleague who is next to me took me as a mentor. Okay. Then of course, he scored All India 7th in GATE and all. He's such a guy. And he did his masters in. So, no. Then I went to the IIT. I got a wonderful mentor. His name is, you all may be knowing that he is Amit Patra. He is Dean of IIT Kharagpur now. So he was my just 1 year senior to me. Then he taught me in the labs how I should do things. Perfection. So this is the way. So I found very surprisingly students learn from the peers. Then when they went to industry, HCL R&D, see, everywhere there was a friend who helped me to understand things. I always be even today in working at Infineon, I be a learner. I may teaching the other people. I be a learner. I always try to learn. But one important thing is any average become better by teaching others. If you share your thought with others, if you know something, whatever you know, share with others, you grow. There's no doubt in that at all. Okay, 2 things. One is peer learning is best. So create groups among the college students. They learn it. Don't depending on anybody else. You have a huge resource on net and read it and share it with people. And second thing is teach your juniors. Let's say you have studied from a school. Go to the school and teach. These are the 2 activities I did it in my professional life. Today at 62, I'm an engineer. I'm happily sharing whatever I know. I may be knowing little, but whatever I know, I could share it to students without any confusion. I could make that person, if you tell me that this student is a last bench and he failed all the papers, I'll make him to understand electronics. That level of simplification is very important by teaching. That's the way my professional life is same. It's like everybody. I did a board design. I did a chip design. I tape out a chip and I did a embedded everything. That's like every engineer do that. In parallel, what I was doing was whatever I know, I start sharing the people. And at 62, I'm happy to now. Thanks during COVID, thanks to COVID, everybody will say blame. I'm the one who changed my career from offsite class to online. So from offline to online, I came. Now more people get benefited. Maybe I hope so. Thanks, ma'am. Yes, that's a small brief about my thing.
Okay. So, sir, we are moving to our next question. That you have worked with students for decades. What changes have you seen in how they approach learning? Now it's age of social media. So, is that what's social influence of social media on them? Are they hardworking as before, or nowadays students are more hardworking than their previous generation? What kind of changes you have seen in the generation of students, or they are same? The generic character is same.
They are same. I don't find any change. I moved with even when I was taking masters, I was taking class my colleagues in micropass everything. Today, I do not see a difference. The same percentage of people, or serious about things. And the same percentage, those percentage in the who fails in the colleges are doing excellent in the industry. The people, those who are doing excellent in the college, become an employee in a college, in a company. The people, those who are not doing much in the college, a lot of people have now become a top CEOs, and the people, those who are the number one, are working for them. So there's nothing. I don't find much change in the pattern at all. Even then, the smartness is absolutely. It's not at all relevant your college education in the industry. The only problem is the guy who don't listen to just others, that I'm a fool. Hey, I'm not a fool. Just because of somebody say I'm a fool, I'm not a fool. I can come up. They come up. So I do not find not even 0.001% difference in 1970 or 1980 students to 2000. I'll give you a small example. When my son was playing a video game, my wife will scold him. You are playing always video game. I never played. I was doing this thing. She said, you know what he did? So he's too smart. He made my wife to learn video game. Then she became
Okay.
addicted. Then she told her, my son told her, you did not have a video game. That's why you are not addicted. If it's a video game, if it's a social media is there, you will get addicted. See, we cannot compare orange versus apple. That time I had a
Exact.
movie, people were going to theaters and standing in a queue and buying a ticket. Today you are
Exact.
watching it in mobile phone. So this, I do not find, see, we didn't have any media, so we went to library. So we start reading the books those days because no TV, no media. So I do not find, see, I'm very closely working with the Gen Z kids. To be
Yes.
honest, in some places I'm very happy. What I did it in 10 years, the junior joining with me in my team is doing it in 1 or 2 years. Only thing is, the only thing, the students who think that I can do it are all doing. Somebody just they listen to because of somebody that I cannot do it, they are the losers. So that is a problem. That is the one which I request all the colleges, professors, everybody is. We are not God. We cannot tell somebody you are bad. We don't create
Yeah.
anybody. Who are we to say somebody is bad? So I go with only one concept. When I teach something, if a student don't understand, I say I have not taught him well. I never say that you didn't understand. I just put the fingers on my. I try to make things simplify. I try to make him to understand. Every student is very easily understandable. You can easily teach the student. There's nothing called bad student. There's nothing called bad engineer and all. This all how it's all perception. I had very good experience with the students and the engineers for last. I'm in the industry for 40 years. And as an
Yeah.
engineer, I never been a manager. I'm engineer. Even today in my company, I'm 62. The student joining fresher, we two sit next to the work. Nobody will even understand the way in which I ask him doubt that person, and people think, oh, he's a senior. That level, we interact. I interact. So I understand the Gen Z very nicely. The thing is
Mhm.
that of course, media and so many things will give them the, but within 1 or 2 years of joining the company, one is to be. I will tell you a secret because of this media thing. The only problem is entry into the company is a problem. When they enter, they shine. Entry to the company, call a company, is a problem for the Gen Z. Once a Gen Z enter, they understand that the industry is nothing. They take one line and master and go broad. That's beauty. I'm enjoying every day. I tell my directors and my managers, hey, I'm enjoying working with the Gen Z. So
Okay.
you'll be very surprised. Most people don't get the opportunity at 60 to work with Gen Z. I'm the guy
Yes.
who is one of the very very lucky person to work with them. They're too good. There's nothing stops them, make them grow.
Okay. And many students seem to memorize for grades and then forget what they have learned. Why does this happen? It's a psychology.
I'll tell you
So
another thing.
what's behind it?
I'll tell you another thing. They are very smart. They understand
Okay.
the system. The system is too bad. To see, for example, in a class, you to master one subject, it'll take me for 6 months. But they don't give 6 months. They have only 3 to 4 months time. Within the
Yes.
duration, you have 6 subjects and 2 practicals.
Hmm.
So they cannot do that.
So,
So what happens if they try to understand? They cannot write the exam properly. There's low score mark.
yes.
So See, you have to see you could not see the exception. Out of 100 students in a class, one or two guys try to understand and score good marks. That could be their environment, and at home their parents could have taught them, and so many things. If see, that's what we always get confused between exceptions and example. There could be out of 100, one or two will be doing good in subject and good in CGPA. But
Exactly.
you tell me a thing: why companies recruit people based on CGPA? If I have, see,
Yes.
assuming that I have a 7 CGPA, I have a very good knowledge. Will a company will take me call me for an interview? No. You know one thing, there is a biggest problem there. The college
Mhm.
placement, the college placement do not allow the people below 9.0 to the core companies. So if I score say 8.5 CGPA, but if
I'm
I
going to
understand,
miss.
so the guy who understands and does the practical and everything, he will not have time to see the subject. He scored 7.5 or 7 in the exam. So he's losing the mark and he's losing a life. Understand? See, this is very bad. Somebody who memorize in the thing and scoring a 9 and who is getting into the company, the guy actually doing the projects, everything in the college is left out by the industry. Now, who has to change? The student or the industry?
I think the
Industry. They
system,
do not,
industry, the
they do not,
system.
in the system, they do not have a mechanism to get, see, they do not have a mechanism to pick the right candidate.
Exactly.
So if you give a value to me because I did a project, I scored 7.5. Hey, next time onwards I'll do a project. You scored only 9.9 CGPA. So what the student did, they were too smart. Parents have educated him from 3 years, pre-KG, LKG, UKG, 12 years of college, school, and 4 years of college. 19 years parents have spent the money on him. He said, I'm doing a project, I'm learning everything and scored only 7 CGPA and not getting a job at any company. He has to pay the loan amount and everything. So he is
Yes.
smart. He is very intelligent. What he is doing it good. Somehow, I know that my life is not correct. Let me memorize and vomit and score 8.59 CGPA. Get into the company. Okay. Let me make my parents happy. Everybody is sacrificing the. You see that easy. I know I'm meeting with a lot of ECE students. Every ECE student wanted to learn electronics. Every ECE
Mm.
student, not you. As you think that students are not interested to memorize, vomit, and so GPA.
Mm.
I close. I do with them, sit with them, and taking lunch and closely discuss with them. Nobody is interested to do the memorize, vomit out of necessity. So there's no other way. Otherwise, you know one thing. If you have a lecturer or professor who correct the papers, how many papers he has to correct within 1 hour? If we start reading the students' thing and correct the papers, he can correct only one paper. But the target given to him is correct 10, 20 papers. So what the professor lecturer do is, the person who is writing the thing, look for keywords. The students understand, the keyword is a good logic. I put a keyword and make it mark. Let them, I told you now, once they get out of the college, there's a huge life is there. Nothing happens.
Yes.
That's why now I'm coming out with a good scheme for different thing. People, you do it in college, memorize and vomit, get CGPA, do something parallelly. That parallel, there's nobody was guiding them. Now I'm requesting all the people like me, the engineers, who will please guide them. The college student need a guide from an engineer. Engineers have to get out of their shell. They said, I got a job, I get one generation. Next to one generation, the engineers working in the industry start helping the students. We have done. Nobody can touch the India. At Saturday, I go home. I have Saturday and Sunday holiday. Let me take a WhatsApp. I support few engineers. Let every engineer start supporting few students. Think of it. The student will understand what is the industry. He will also get to know the thing. Then social media, he will come up very well. So
Yeah.
don't put the blame on student for memorizing. I do not see 0.01% blame on
First
student at all.
system is
The system. He is smart
system.
enough. He is smart enough to cheat the system. The system
If
should
if
be
our
best.
if
That's
our
a problem.
system become such like that, they can the system can evaluate the
Yeah.
actual talent, then they will never
See,
going for that.
think, think of it. You might have seen when you're studying in college. You might have seen that your next student doesn't know anything, scoring 9 CGPA and getting into the interview on some company, and you are left out. You don't get the thing. What you will think?
Mhm.
So you think that, oh, let I also be smart. Let me memorize and vomit, and just 1 week before the exam or 10 days before the exam, and score marks. That's so. So I'm not against the memorizing and vomiting, unless your system changes. There's no other way.
Yeah,
The students
because
have to
they
do that.
end of day they have to get a job.
Yeah.
They have
And see,
support.
they don't have time at all. See, one thing, how many tests they do every day, students, how many exams they write, how many assignments you write. You don't allow the
Yeah.
student to think. You please allow the student to think. Let them. They will do very good. They were all. No student wanted to memorize and vomit.
So system is the thing that can shift them towards a deeper lasting learning
Yeah,
process.
yeah,
System is the thing
correct.
actually.
Yeah, correct.
So after pandemic, even as we were discussing where we are not live, that pandemic changed your life so
Yeah,
many
my.
ways,
Yeah,
and so many learning resources also became available. So students now can use them, because wherever many people are coming out, like your whatever you teach, study material, you are making them online, so
correct.
students at any time they can access to it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a great boon, we'd say. In fact, before pandemic I tried to search so many documents. Nowadays those in PDF format also, so many things are available. Students can download just permutation and combination of keywords and give it to Google will give you some PDF file, some PPT. You will learn one after one. They can access and they can learn. It's do you think it has something has good? Pandemic was not
Wait,
obviously
wait, wait,
very,
wait,
it
wait,
was
wait, wait, wait.
horrible situation, but something good has come after pandemic, this thing,
No, wait for
these
a minute. There's a,
resources.
there's a big,
Yeah, sure,
there's a very
sure.
big, there's a very big thing. Basically, this I analyzed along. Let's say I'm from a poor family. I get to hotel eat 1 or 2 times in a week itself is very tough for me. For example, take an example. Suddenly, when I join a company, your company take me to the buffet, a beautiful buffet of 100, 200 items. No, you have seen it. The person who is going to buffet, have you seen it? First time itself, you'll feel everything. But he does not understand. His stomach is only this much. He cannot eat more than that. But he wanted to eat all the 200 items. So, this is the biggest problem. Now, this is we call it as a information tsunami.
Yes.
Till before the pandemic, everything he was not. First of all, information was there, and the Google Drive was giving and everything. Nothing has created overnight. But the student did not know that there was so much there on the net. When he was given access to the net and start using it, before him, now like a buffet, 200 items, he does not know what to eat. But if you go and see a professional person who is going buffet for after 10, 20 times, for example, I've seen so many times now only I've learned it. When I go to the any buffet or thing, I will pick the item what I like. Nothing I don't
Yes.
see. So it is about 200 items available, but the item which I like also available. See, if you
Yeah.
don't have a thing, if you go to the other a la carte something where you get the item which you don't know, but in a buffet you
Yes.
have everything, you should know how to pick. Today
How
the
to?
people are having the problem. Today they study Java. Tomorrow they study Python. Day after tomorrow they study C. Somebody told you embedded system is very good. Somebody told no. India is having VLSI opportunity they study. So they get all the resource. Every day they learn something. That is the reason I created I published in my channel about 5 videos how to prepare yourself during the college days to get a high paying
Okay.
jobs. Five hours of videos where see the focus is very important. You should not,
Yes.
so many things are seeing that, so you have n number of resources available. At the same time, I see that before pandemic the students are not confused. Now the students are
Okay.
confused. Now the energy is
Because
getting too much. This is a major drawback in the so much. It's
okay.
because the problem is I have a family doctor. I tell him, I said, Balaji, competition we have. I said, I don't know. He said, everybody is a doctor, Balaji. You go and tell somebody my phone is bad. They will say they go to the phone company. You say my car is repaired. You say go to the service station. You tell him that I have a fever. He will give you medicine. So everybody is a doctor in the world. Understand? Like that. Today, everybody is seeing this WhatsApp messages and thing. They started advising the student, hey, do one thing, study Python. You have a large scope. Study AI, study data analyst. The student does not know where to go. If 10 people pull him in 10 directions, sorry, excuse me. He's absolutely a directionless today. Today's students are the directionless. But before him, he has unlimited resource available. If he takes one, nothing will fail. I know that. I see, to be honest, I'm in the 40 years in the industry.
Yes.
I know only C programming. I don't know any other program. I don't know C++, Python. I don't know anything. I never heard. I never heard. You.
Okay.
They say in Indian thing, in Mahabharata, they tell a story. Na? When Dronacharya asked everybody to hit the eye of a bird. He asked everybody, what is? Somebody say, I see a forest. Dharma said, and somebody said, I see a tree. Somebody says, I see a bird. Arjuna said, I see the eye. And he won the game.
Yes.
Today, you take any field, it's not VLSI, it's not embedded. I'm talking only about electronics people. I don't know about other field. I can talk about
Mm.
electronics. So there are field. If you say that I'm very good in board design, hardware, I have a job. If you're very good in VL, but they should start practicing from the day one they join the college. The 4 years of consistent preparation is very good. They can go in depth. Everything is available today. They do not have to spend any money. That is what now I'm planning. Spend 99 rupees a month and master it. Not more than 99 rupees a month. Everything is there in
Mm.
the net.
Okay.
Not lakhs. If you want to have a paper
Mm.
on degree, it's fine. But that is no way. You cannot beat the system. Your system is system. Go with the system. Don't blame the system. Go with the system. You take any step to show a CGPA, but in parallel, train yourself. So, pandemic given a lot of information. At the same time, the last 4 years, I'm watching the students. Every day they change the direction. Every day. Then how can they grow? If they put the same
Yes.
effort on one direction, 10th day they will go. So now they have to reset, come back, come back, come back, always at zero. So that is a problem. They fail on the second thing is when they go to the interview, they should not see. What we ask in the interview is that we don't ask any question to this. Today, interviewing methodology is changed in the core industry. We ask only one question: what do you know? If we say I'm good at VLSI, we ask questions only on VLSI.
Okay.
We do not ask. We do not ask if we say that I'm very good at C++. We ask a question in C++.
Okay.
We do not. We do not. We are not there to test him. But now we are trying to test him whether he knows what he knows. So do
Yes.
not
What?
write. So today companies are looking for honesty. So the students learn one subject, write that in the resume. Don't write the resume from ChatGPT or so many keywords, C, C++, Java. We know that. How come an engineering college student can learn master thing? If you write only C, we pick you. If you say I know only Python, we pick you. If you say C, C++, Java, Python, embedded system, VLSI, and board design, we know that this guy is useless. we
Okay.
we do not want jack of all. So before you, after pandemic, you have a huge information. Take one field, don't suspect. If you're a board designer, if you're a PCB designer, if you're see, there's a huge field in India. Can you believe it? Component engineering, like a prompt engineering in AI, in a chat GPT, we have something called component engineering. If you know the components, I know that how transistor pakka work, how know how the IC work, all the timing and all. I don't know anything about software. I know only components. I'm a fully dedicated hardware engineer. I know the thing. Every manufacturing company in India, from Fast County, every company who does that, this one, manufacturing today, maybe iPhone manufacturer, that is what we lack today. We today
Okay.
lack. Every company is ready to come here to set up a factory. You show me one BE graduate who knows transistor. I can bet now. I can bet on this channel. 99.99 people do not know the transistor. That's the only component the whole electronics world use today. Only one component transistor. You may be having IC with 1 million transistors, but there's a 1 million transistor, 100 billion transistor. If you take a Apple chip, it's about 100 billion transistors.
Okay. Hello. Hello. It seems there is a network issue. Those who are watching, can you please comment whether you can hear me? I think for some reason Balaji sir got disconnected. Uh, let's we will wait so that he can reconnect with us. The session was going really well and very exciting session. Excuse me, guys. Hello, hello. Hello, sir. Hello, hello. Yeah, yes, sir. Okay, okay. So, okay, sure, 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 sure. It's okay, sir. Okay, 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 okay. Thank. Okay, sir. Yeah, thank. Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you, sir. Mhm. Sorry, viewers. There is a technical glitch like in Sheshadri sir's place. There is a power cut, so no net connection, nothing. Um, he's disconnected, so we have to wrap up this session here. We had more questions, and just because he has so much hands-on experience about students, uh, we will definitely try to schedule another session with rest of the questions. There are so many more interesting questions in my list, so don't really sorry. uh, we cannot help it. It's a real logistic problem, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please watch Tech Simplified TV and watch this the Semiconductor podcast. This is the place where we celebrate our real time heroes from our domain: electronics domain, embedded systems, board design, semiconductor analyst, those who develop tools. You must have watched the Mike Engelhardt episode. Now, Sheshadri sir, an embedded systems expert and educator, avid thinker. So, this is a place for us. It's our domain. Let's make it better, contribute, and wait for another exciting episode. We will be back with another engaging and exciting episode of the Semiconductor Podcast. Till then, stay tuned and stay focused. As Balaji sir said, focus is very important. So stay focused. Bye for today. Thank you.